After a long time, we are finally making the long-awaited return to weekly shorts, the Trackmania format where we play 5 tracks for 1 week. The leaderboards are secret, so we don't know what the world records have done, and your goal as a player is to find the best strategy and get the best time you can without relying on anyone else but your own brain and Trackmania experience. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna jump into the maps now, and then in 1 week we're gonna check out the records, but it's all in the same video. Let's get into it. What a take. I'm like the Nyland of Trackmania intros. Let's start the green timer. This is map 1 of week 82. I was trying to figure out when the last time I played weekly shorts was, and I think it's been 10 weeks, maybe more. Like, it's kind of nice that the format has remained the same, but it's also meant that you play enough weeks and you start to notice a lot of the same patterns, shortcuts, tricks. And I mean, for the people watching on YouTube, you gotta understand, today we are extra happy. Nothing that ever happens in weekly shorts can bring the mood down because at the time of this video, we have just beaten Brazil in football. The football nation of all football nations against little Norway with this guy called Haaland. And we made the impossible happen, so everyone's happy. Mic volume, ay. Sometimes my settings reset, sorry about that. But yeah, to improve on a map like this, what do you need to think about? The most difficult part is gonna be the last corner, because the finish is so far to the left that what should stand out to you is that you really want an inside line for the ending. And to achieve that, you might have to brake, you might have to drift. It might not be full speed. It might be this. And then a stable landing. 91. There's also some water and some plastic, and that should also set off some alarm bells in your Trackmania brain. Should think, okay, the mapper has been very daring placing plastic before a corner like this. Like, is there anything? I don't know. Sometimes you just need to try a few things and then see if anything like pops out at you. That doesn't look like it. Last checkpoint here. I mean, say you were able to collect the ring, land over here, that would be a very short line to the finish, but that last climb up looks very tricky. I will try. In past weekly shorts, I have been quick to disregard ideas if I feel they look too silly. So you can see here, we would have been at the finish at what? 17 seconds with a plastic bounce, but I don't know. I don't know if this can really work. It's just worth looking at. I don't think so, to be honest. Yeah, isn't it crazy, guys, that the way Paraguay played in their game made us all root for France? I think that's... Compare that to Cape Verde, right? And you can be cynical and say that, well, the only thing that matters is winning the game. But I think it just kind of ruins your reputation, right? If you try to win no matter the cost and you're playing ugly, people just immediately and forever lose respect for you. Oh, I see something here. And it's not about, like, people have anything against France, it's just they're the clear favorites. It's a little lame if France just steamrolls the entire tournament, right? Okay, this is a pretty good one. Can do one more for top 100. I wanted to show what I discovered here, guys. So listen to the gears. Gears are important. The car really wants to shift to 4th gear at 235 speed. If you take a very inside line and steer a lot, you get to the uphill at 233. You stay in 3rd gear. And this is a little bit like riding a bike, where if you're in a lower gear in an uphill, the car accelerates quicker up the hill. It's easier to climb the hill in a lower gear. Like when you're riding a bike, right, and you're going uphill in a very heavy gear, you cannot pedal. You just get stuck. Did you guys used to do that when you were biking as a kid? You'd go up a hill, you were in a heavy gear, and then out of stubbornness and not wanting to feel weak, you couldn't let the hill win by gearing down, so you had to bike the entire hill in the gear you were in, or else you felt like a coward. Your bike had gears? Yeah. I remember that was all the hype as well at some point. Biking to school every day, and then, like, if your bike had more gears than your friends' bikes, you had a cooler bike. But kids are ruthless. You find anything. Anything where you have like bigger number or newer model or whatever it is, and then you just insta-bully someone who doesn't. Flex where your dad works, oh. Flex that you have an older brother that can beat someone up if they bother you. Oh yeah, my brother is stronger than your brother. He could beat your brother up. My dad is a police officer. He could put you into jail right now. Watch your mouth, Tony. Alright, guys, we got top 100. It took a while. Happy about that. Close dream. Let's skip ahead in the video 1 week later and see where the records ended up. Close dream. I ended up top 200, although my run was top 100 when I said it, so not at all bad, but evidently I have missed something because the world record is a 1691. Did they actually hit some type of shortcut? Let's take a look. Just jumping straight in with the world record. Why not? Why don't we? This is by Lavsor, I think, renaming to Larpsor. Jumps up where I looked, but I thought you couldn't bounce. I was there. I literally... I was looking at this, but wow, what a bounce. And then clipping the back wheels to land on wheels again. I do wonder though, was he the only one? Because the times here from the others are suspiciously close if they're shortcutting too. But I mean, their pace is very quick, yeah. Their pace is so quick that you couldn't really do it. Ah, it's a different variant. And who was the one with the different line here? Slom? Slom got a bigger slowdown by the wall. And also the Lavsor shortcut, yeah. And Turbomaster, surely the shortcut too. Yep, they all indeed did it. That was a very quick shortcut that Turbomaster had. Alright, interesting. Very cool start to the week. Temple Run. Is this based on the mobile game? Bro, I loved this game for a while. This is one of the sickest mobile games. Or early mobile, early iPod, iPhone games. Struggling with the path, but wow. The game originally had like some dark aesthetics though. It had like gloomy aesthetics, so seeing it in daytime is a bit strange. And it doesn't look like we have many route choices. Can I go left? No, there's nothing. So we are stuck to this path and it's just precise tack. What I found weird is that I thought I got full grip here for a moment. But maybe I just hallucinated it. Yeah, this? What is this? Isn't this full grip? There's some, like, road mixed into the dirt, but it doesn't show. Huh. Maybe I'm just tripping. But yeah, not many route choices, right? Although, the arrow points to the left. There's a broken road here, but it seems possible to bounce. What we need is we need the car. Left tires need to be here. Right tires here. This kind of landing. And then you can draw the rest of the car. Smiley face. Here's the driver. This is not how a car looks. I don't know what I drew. I think I drew a bottle. Got Norway on my mind. A weird owl. It could work. That's a pretty sick skip. It's a good map for Cup of the Day. Yes, I know, guys. I'm sure. It's just with Cup of the Day, playing them too frequently for me is not so fun anymore. I like Cup of the Day as like a one-off. A one here or there. But like the Cup of the Day exhaustions that I'm experiencing, I know I'm not alone with them because I've seen the player count recently too in Cup of the Day. We used to have about 2,000, 2,500 players per Cup of the Day. And these last few Cup of the Days I've seen it be as low as 1,400 at one point. Player count, which is crazy. Trackmania players aren't going to school anymore. For the majority of the player base, probably. But no, I mean, like look no further than Neon. Trackmania aspiring pro player from Poland. That's one player. Oh, what a drift. That should be top 100. Nice, 73rd. But guys, we got top 100. I think we're gonna go next. See how the shortcut is done in a week. All right, map 2. This had the castle shortcut we discussed a bit. I was able to get top 100 without it, but here, evidently some players have used it. Dunny with the world record, 15:15. Let's take a look. One small release tap around the first castle turn, bounces on the wall indeed, and just so much speed carried in the landing as well. And then a beautiful slalom and jumping to the finish. That is a pristine run. Couldn't really spot much wrong with it. Let's take a look at the top 5 altogether. You apparently had to hit... It was honestly quite close to my drawing. People might flame my drawing skills, but the way I visualized it, with the car exactly over the middle of the block there, I wasn't wrong. I couldn't aim it. For the life of me, I could not aim it because you can't really see it, you know? You only start seeing the block at this moment. And it's a very awkward edge to aim for, but great runs by the players who were able to do it, and a really cool weekly shorts map. I like this one. Next one, Orange Peel. This is the puzzle map. This is where all our thinking needs to happen. Okay, fragile, engine off, and finish. Someone said the puzzle map was very simple this week, which means it couldn't be pressed forward. Ah, okay. I want to be right side there, and there's a reactor. Hello. If you see a reactor, you should start shaping your ideas after... Wait, there's a lot going on here. You also have this path. This looks like a very strong finish, to be honest. Also, hello. I missed this. Maybe I wasn't supposed to see that yet. But clearly, that looks promising. Burnout drift on the start. Land here. Oh, do I have to take the upper? If I have to go upper, this is not so good. This is really powerful if I can get on the lower road with the speed intact, because upper will lead to more airtime later on. This jump will be clean, but then the next one after will not be so good. So maybe you go for the reactor boost with this line. It's reactor down though, that's kinda useless, I think. That's gotta be a bit useless. Here's my new idea. Very similar, but we just go out here. It's a very direct line. And could definitely do a 14 with that. A 15, 12, okay, 3,000. It's not gonna be enough. Let's try new ideas. Well, wouldn't this be an improvement? Oh, hang on. Wait, oh, okay, I think I see it. I think I see it. We want the booster because this is so much speed. But instead of going to the place where I got airtime, we go back across the sausage road. And if I'm able to keep this, I feel like it has to lead to a good run. I mean, I am also noticing I could land below, but I don't like that. Because that gives airtime again, no? If I land down there and jump up, worth a try? Am I washing this shirt? I gotta admit, I stink. The smell of this shirt, luckily, is not captured on stream because whenever Norway scores, people throw their beers in the air, so you get that added into the mix. Standing in long queues, I mean... This is some Viking smell I'm carrying around. Oof. Guys, have I missed something obvious? No spoilers, just is it obvious? No, yes, okay. Stop making it so complicated. Well, I'm trying to get a fast run. Is this faster? It's only about equal. But it's backwards faster than turning around. At the cost of a little bit of speed, it might be. There we go. Is that it? Any pyramid news? I mean, there's a beautiful void inside the Great Pyramid. About 40 meters in size, there's a room that the Egyptians have left there since they built the pyramids. And in 2026, they are going to drill into it. Guys, I should have had that. That was the top 100. What's so beautiful about an empty space? It's not about the space being... Well, we don't know what's in there, right? It's just that it's... When you say empty in pyramid terms, it means open. It means a room. But what's incredible about it is you know that it is authentic. There's no way to... Because it's separate from any tunnel or passage. So it has not been disturbed by anyone since the pyramid was built. And that is so valuable. If you ever want to study a monument that is 4,000 years old, it's very hard to find any stone or even like, I mean, sand, layer of anything that is not disturbed by thousands of years of travelers visiting. I released so much, I'm a coward, I get 270. Edward was here in 1883, yeah. There's a History for Granted video about this, which is funny, where he's talking about the inscriptions on pyramid stones. And one of the funniest stories in that video is that there's a French guy who's traveling to Egypt, and he's doing a Nile cruise, so he's taking a boat through the Nile River, and he passes by the pyramids, and he finds them really fascinating. But during his cruise, he doesn't have time to actually visit the pyramids, so he pays a local guy and tells him to please go to the top and carve his name into a stone at the top of the pyramid. And the guy goes up to the top, gets to carving, and carves in, "This guy was not here." Like, he ensures that the guy is forever remembered as a fraud. Bro was trying to get too fancy. This is not the best strat, I guess? I think it is, I'm just getting bad speed. This is not the best strat? Have I been deceived? Am I doing the wrong strat and trying to force top 100 with it? Then it's a little painful. I suppose, wait, I suppose. If we mix ideas now. This idea combined with this idea, maybe. Yeah, now, okay, alright. I saw this jump earlier, I saw it with a drift turnaround, but I did not see it with backwards. Should I even release? I'm questioning. Oh, okay, 73rd. Guys, I am not a puzzle solver today. That took me forever to find the right path and to drive it with a little bit of help from chat. I clicked the hint button a few times, but this is what I came up with. We'll see if there's a better world record path or if it's just better execution by the end of the week. There are definitely some interesting ideas that people can go for, so let's see. Alright, this map, my god, did I spend long to find the solution I decided to go for. Ended up top 274, not terrible, but did I miss something? Because the world records are 13.1. Let's start by taking a look at the 13.3 runs, I think, and then see what In and Crazy Dude Crook did. They all drift in the start and bounce very strangely over the sausage blocks. This was something I looked a bit at, though not with the reactor boost. I actually thought the reactor booster was entirely useless because the ramp after was so steep. But yeah, I couldn't figure out how to land there smoothly. And yet, players, by the way, have beaten this by 0.2. I would guess that it's just backwards. Indeed it is. In going backwards, but Crazy Dude Crook nowhere to be seen? In has such low speed though. Oh, and he gets overtaken. Crazy Dude Crook deciding to drift as well. In the only one going backwards. So how does Crook gain against the others? Oh, just better grip there. But it's only 100 faster. Very hard to tell which strategy was the better one, but yeah, really interesting comparison to have such different solutions really on a seemingly simple 13-second map. Cool. Map 4. World record by Wirtual TM at the moment. Very nice. Wirtual hunting some maps. I think they are a team, by the way. I don't think there's someone who thinks I'm so much of a LARPer that they had to rename to clarify that to the world. I think it's just a clan having some fun. This reminds me of a really famous full speed map called Chroma's Hideout. I think maybe it's even using some scenery aesthetics from that, where it has one of the hardest full speed auto times. Gonna try to carry more speed here. That could pay off because it's so long, right? Yeah. This is a bad run, but we're gonna have a run where this pays off. Yo, it's Nate. I started playing again after a year, and now you're top 2500 world in the campaign. Top 80 Canada. W streamer, W motivator. Go, go, go. Like, the thing with Trackmania leaderboards is that you don't even have to aim for that high of a world rank. Just aim for top 1 in Canada. You know? How hard could it be? Start by trying to get top 1 in your country. There's only 79 people above there. And they can't be that good. Are you watching the Norway game in Norway again? Yeah. And this time I'm gonna try to be a bit earlier with making plans. But it's very hard. It's very hard because, I mean, it's so stupid. But I think the main... So, they showed the game at the football stadium. The biggest one in Norway. Huge. Now there's 35,000 tickets there, right? They're not showing Norway-England there, though. And I think the main reason is that they've split who gets to show the games between the state-owned TV channel, which everyone pays for in taxes, to a privately owned one. And so they're broadcasting the game, and for a venue to use their feed, they have to pay a crazy licensing fee, which it's hard to get permits for. And so what that results in is 35,000 spectators scrambling for tables at much smaller venues. And so prices are now a lot higher to get a table somewhere. And also, it's very hard to even find tables. Oh, it's reserved for a local match. So it's not licensing fees. I thought it was licensing fees. It's being shown at Frogner with 22,000. Okay, that'll be comparable. Smaller, but comparable. It counts! It counts! Go next! We got the top 100! It even says top 99. Look, beautiful. Alright, this map I'm honestly expecting the world records could be tied here because it's such a simple map. At least the strategies I found on it. Such a simple map. Let's see what happened. 17, 828, 831, 842, yeah. No ties, but 82's astonishing. That's crazy fast. Because I thought like just sub 18 would be good. And he drives with the Lightning McQueen car skin. Ka-chow for Phaeton here. Yeah, just precision. Oh, there was a different strategy, yeah. I don't think I looked at this, but jumping low, bouncing once, and then smoothly transitioning up to the next platform for an inside line. Wow. I never understand why people, or not why, because I understand why, but how are people able to play so well with these troll car skins? It's beyond me, but all the more impressive. Nice run on map 4. Let's go to the last map. Tornado. Yeah, I'm cooked. I'm not getting top 100. I am not getting top 100. But you know what? It is okay. It is okay. Look, I'm gonna teach you a foolproof strategy for this. If you want to get a good time on a map like this, what you gotta do is turn on dashboard, turn on the controller pad setting. And now what you want to do is you want to go into a software called Wutility.io. This only exists if you have a Wooting keyboard. That should be part of the steps. And then you see that the key stops at 255. But we're going to lower this value to like 253. Save to keyboard. Now we go back in game. And what we're going to try is just to start by press forwarding left. Wait, sorry, that doesn't work. We need to lower it a bit. Let's say we go to 138 as our keyboard value. Isn't this illegal? Hear me out, hear me out. I'm not done testing. Now we're steering 48%. And wow, that's actually dropping quite fast. That's a pretty good steering value. Now let's analyze, let's analyze. Let's see what happens here. The car almost gets past this block, but then gets stuck a bit. I think we need to steer a bit more. Now guys, the point, hear me out, before we get all mad, the point is not to set a record with custom action keys. The point is to use custom action keys to find a good low input strategy, whereby after finding it, we're gonna drive it manually. Do you see? Do you see the vision? I'm gonna get reported. I'm gonna get reported. I need to improve. I tried to hit escape. I actually tried. Guys, oh shit. We are in a rush. Okay. So 51% was it. Fuck. Shit. Guys, I think we have to stay live for a bit. I do worry that if I end stream, I might be gone. At least I was able to state my intent. We know it was more of a manslaughter than active murder here. It wasn't a premeditated criminal offense. 628 is 293rd. A what now? A 628 is 200th? Guys, for once, I think it's time we copy the best strats so we don't get banned. We gotta do some desperate measures. Brake, air brake. What the hell? Okay, the anti-ban strategy. Go, 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 save me, save me, save me. Yes! Perfectly valid, as all my records are. And we are safe, guys. Delete the VOD. That was like 10 minutes of a potential ban. Now, guys, now that we're safe, we could go back to the drawing board. I think we could improve this strategy a bit. Yeah, top 800 as well. Is Riolu banned from TM 2020? Yeah, he was, I mean, shameless cheater. And I'm not. I get my records legitimately on all maps. 604 and top 27, my best record of the day. Wow. This is why you don't cheat, guys, because you get better records if you drive legit. And you don't get banned. You can keep playing the game. But that is top 100 on all the maps and no ban. We can be happy with that. The last map, Tornado, guys. I remain top 100 here, and miraculously, I did not get banned from Trackmania. I haven't been banned yet. It's been a week, so I'm feeling good about my chances. Now, there has to be a world record tie. This is way too simple. I'm gonna say 2 people have the same time. Still no. Still no. 594 is the world record by Superior TM. Let's take a look. Just one release. Keeps a bit more speed than my Ghost. Plastic bounce. Hits the wall and into the finish. And like, just when you're looking at this, right? There are 100 players in this range. Between this car and my car, which you see here, there's 100 players who drop down with this exact line, with this gap to the finish. That is crazy. That is actually crazy to think about how close the leaderboards were here. Like, you could drive a run, if we just focus on over here, you could drive a run like this, the car in focus, and it's only 4th place. Insane leaderboard, insane week of weekly shorts. Really hope you enjoyed watching this one, and that weekly short is back on the channel. Subscribe and check out the playlist with all the other weekly short maps. We have so many videos on weekly shorts already. This is your first one you're seeing, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.